Let us try to find the answer of A, namely, let's try to find the mean of n and the variance of n. So we will start with the mean of n. The mean of n, or also called the expected value, is given by the different values of n weighted with the possibility that that value will occur, and then we just add all of those terms together. So we have the formula for that right here. We have that the mean of n is equal to this thing over here. Now, when I write up this sum, you will probably say, well, that looks quite abstract and scary. But in fact, the only thing that's going on is we want to take each of the values that n can obtain and multiply that value with the possibility that that value occurs, and then just add it all together. And the reason why we have n equals 1 down here and not n equals 0 is because if we have the term 0 multiplied by something, that term is just 0. So that just cancels out. So the only thing we're interested in here is for n equal 1, we multiply that by the possibility that n is 1, and then we add the value 2 multiplied the possibility that n is equal to 2. And that is equal to 1 multiplied by 0.15 plus 2 multiplied by 0.05, where these numbers come from up here. So this is equal to 0.25. So the mean value of n is given by 0.25. Now, how do I find the variance? Well, the variance of n is given by the second moment of n minus the square of the expected value of n. So first, we need to calculate the mean value of n squared, right? So let's try to calculate that. Now, e of n squared is equal to, and here we can use the formula that tells us how to find the mean of a function of n, where that function is that we take n and square it. So that's equal to the sum from n equal to 0 to infinity of n squared, and for each of these values n squared that our variable can obtain, we multiply by the probability that that will happen. So first of all, the first term is just 0, right? So we don't need to think about that. The second term is 1 squared multiplied by the probability that n is equal to 1. And then we have 2 squared multiplied by the probability that n is equal to 2. And that is equal to 1 multiplied by 0.15 plus 4 multiplied by 0.05. And that is 0.35, which then gives us that the variance of n is equal to 0.35 minus the mean of n multiplied by the mean of n, which is equal to 0.25 squared. And this number, if we calculate it, is then, let me see if I have the number here. If we calculate that number, it is then equal to 0.2875. So that was how to calculate the mean and variance of a discrete random variable. For the conditional probabilities and the conditional expectations, please watch the next video.